They say Jesus changed the world forever. But what if he never meant to start what we now call Christianity? Imagine this. A man walks through dusty roads, healing the sick, forgiving sinners, and challenging the most powerful religious leaders of his time. Yet he never built a temple, never created an institution, never told his followers to form a new religion. So what did he really come to do? The story begins in a world ruled by religion, where priests controlled truth, sacrifices defined forgiveness, and holiness was a privilege of the few. Into that system walks Jesus of Nazareth, a carpenter with no political power, no army, and no title. Yet everywhere he went, crowds followed. Why? Because his message didn't sound like religion, it sounded like freedom. He didn't say, "Follow the rules," he said, "Follow me." He didn't preach about building walls between people. He tore them down, touching lepers, eating with tax collectors, speaking to women, loving those society called unworthy. For the religious elite, this was blasphemy. For ordinary people, it was hope. And that's where the conflict began. The religious leaders saw him as a threat, a man who exposed their hypocrisy and stripped their power. To them, he was dangerous because he didn't fit inside their system. He spoke of a kingdom not built by men but born within hearts, a kingdom where love replaced law and mercy triumphed over judgment. Yet even his followers didn't fully understand. Many believed he would become a king and overthrow Rome, but his revolution wasn't political, it was spiritual. Then came the moment that would change history. His arrest, his trial, and the cross. To the world, it looked like the end. To religion, it looked like victory. But in that moment of death, something greater began. When the temple curtain tore in two, it symbolized the end of religion as humanity knew it. No more barriers between God and man. No more priests needed to mediate. No more sacred buildings holding his presence. The presence of God was now within every heart that believed. That was his mission. Not to build a religion, but to restore a relationship. Centuries later, though, something happened. The simple movement of love that began in the hearts of fishermen, tax collectors, and outcasts slowly became an organized system. Rules, rituals, hierarchies, divisions. What began as a movement turned into a monument. But even today, beneath layers of tradition and theology, his message still whispers, "Come to me." Not come to church, not come to a denomination, but come to me, and maybe that's what we've missed all along. Maybe Jesus never came to start Christianity. Maybe he came to end the separation between humanity and God forever, because love was never meant to be contained in a religion. It was meant to be lived.